Now, here's the last problem. In this figure, we have an awkward-looking shape figure. But can you determine where the base is? Where's the base? You know, in every prism, there should always be a base, diba? Nasaan po yung base? Ang base ay nandito, diba? Can you find it? Of course, this is a rectangle, this also a rectangle, this also a rectangle, 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 rectangle. So there are 7 rectangles. So if you see 7 rectangles, you know that this is a prism. But what prism is it? Based on the number of rectangles that you see, the rectangles pertains to the number of sides. And what polygon does it form? That's right. It's a heptagon because it has 7 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rectangles all together. So when there are 7 rectangles, this should be a heptagonal prism. And don't forget that there are 2 bases. Can you find the base now? Of course. The base is right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So therefore, it's also here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you found 2 bases that are congruent. Now let's solve for the surface area and volume of this crazy heptagonal prism. Okay, let's start. First, we need to solve for the area of the base. To solve for the area of the base, here are the functions. It says here that the entire length of the figure is 5.4. This one. O yan, ganito, 5.4, di ba? 5.4 yan. And now, all we have is this. We have this guy, di ba? This, ano to, we have this guy. I didn't put the measure here yet. But this guy should measure, yes, 3.4. Also, hindi pa siya 3.4. We're almost getting there. Okay? And then this guy, so this guy measures 5.2. And then yung 3.8, yung kakasabi ko kanina, if you were to look at it in the last problem, ito siya, 3.8. And then 2.3. Ang 2.3 ay dito. Wait lang dito. And then 6 centimeters is here. Okay? So yun lang. Now, all we need to do is to solve for the area of each. Okay? So, do we have all the dimensions? We have 5.4 here. We have 6. We have 2.3. We have 3.8. We have 5.2. We have 3.4. But we don't know what's the measure here. But good news, because thanks to one of our theorems that we learned so far, we'll be able to solve for everything. Right? So, let's see how we do. Alright, let's begin. So, can you find the base? Yup, that's right. The base is right over here. Dito siya makukuha. If I were to draw a picture of it here, yan, it should look like something like this. Parang siyang ganon. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, that must be your base. Although I can't really draw it clearly, but it's okay. But I know the base is meant to be like that. Okay? Now, let's solve. First, we need to get the measure of the last one. How do we solve for the measure of the last one? That's why we're asked to solve for the area para done. Okay? So, first we have, let's start first with the area of this guy. Ito yun, di ba? Yung rectangle. So, 2.3 times 3.8. That's easy. Just do length times width, okay? 24, 16, 18, di ba? And then 69. 4, 7, 8. So, 8.74. That is the area of that guy. Hindi siya makafocus. Yan. So, therefore, this guy is 8.74. Okay? Now, what about for this one? Let's work on this one next. So, we already have this thing here. This is 5.4. And then this is 5.2. We know that the entire thing from here to here is 5.2. But we want to get the typical measure from this point up to that point only. So what do? Yup, you guessed it. Parang it's just like we need to get this one. Kalahati lang talaga to. So if this is 6 centimeters minus the 3.8, what should be the measure of this point? Yup, it should be 6 minus 3.8, 8, which gives you 2, and then 5 minus 3, 2.2. So therefore, 22. If I were to check using a ruler, let's see if it's myth confirmed or myth busted. Yes, correct. 2.2. So therefore, 2.2 ang tinutukoy ko, 2.2. So therefore, 2.2 to 2.2. From here to this angle. From here to here, 2.2. Yan. Now, we can do 2.2 times 5.4. And 2.2 times 5.4 is very easy. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8 again. This is 10. 110. So therefore, it's 11.18. 11.88. Okay? That's for this guy. Now, the last but not least is this guy. Yung triangle. Now, do we have a clue? Meron tayong clue. Diba? This is 5.2, diba? And then we have 2.2 here, which is the measure of the, ano yun, the short leg. So, 2.2 is from here to here. And if the entire thing measures 5.2, what should be the remnant measure? That's right, y'all. It should be 3. So, 3 cm na lang to. To check with the ruler. Yes, very good. Good job. 3 centimeters. Then, if you want to get the measure of this thing here, this vertical angle here, we need, with the vertical line there, we must play Pythagorean theorem. You know already what to do. So, kung mag-Pythagorean theorem tayo, this should be 3.0 squared plus 8 squared equals 3.4 squared. 3.0 squared, that's just 9. 8 squared, we don't know. Now, 3.4, if I were to do it here, four times 3 equals, ano yun, 12, 13. And then 34 times 3, that becomes, ano to, 102. Add this up all together, we should get 11.56. And then 11.56 minus 9. 56, 2.56. Take the 8 squared out of it. Diba, 2.56, we can divide that both by, ano to? Hey, this just reminds me. 2.56, that's the square root of, ano yun, 16. So therefore, ang sagot dyan ay 1.6. To double check, 1.6 times 1.6, 6 times 6 equals 36, diba? Then 6 times 1, edi 96, diba? So tama, 2.56. So therefore, ang height ay 2.56. Okay? Now we can solve for the area of the triangle. To solve for the area of the triangle, it's just base times height divided by 2. So 2.56 times 3 divided by 2. Actually, 2.56 can be simplified to 1.28. So therefore, you'll just have 1.28 times 3 na lang. 24. 3 times 2 is 6, 8. So 3.84. Yan. Now we add this up all together. So 3.84 plus the 8.74. 8, 8, 15, 4 plus 8, 12.58. Then last but not least, we have, ano to? Then we have, ano to? 11.88. Plus 11.88, we should get 6. This should be 6 plus 8, 14. And then this should be 4. And then 2. So therefore, the area of this guy is 24.46 square cm. But we're still not yet done though. You know why? Because remember, I made this into a 3D figure. So therefore, it will still be continuous. Ibig sabihin, you will just have to multiply it with the third dimension. It says here that the third dimension measures 2.5 centimeters. And to make a quicker way, para hindi tayo mag-individualize, you can just get the perimeter of everything and then multiply it by the third dimension so that you can get na the total surface area. Oh wait, I forgot. This guy here, you should also multiply that by 2. So therefore, this should be 48.92 square centimeters. That pertains to the area of both these heptagons. So we still need 7 more faces. Now, we need to get the 7 more. How do we do that? Let's do the perimeter of the figure and then multiply it by 2.5. So yan, everything must measure 2.5. Dito, yes, everything 2.5. Now, all we need to do is to add up everything, get the perimeter of everything, then multiply that by 2.5. So we have 6 plus 2.3 plus 3.8 plus, ano yung measure nito? By the way, do you know exactly what's the measure of this? Kasi po, diba remember, if we have 2.56 here, and then this entire thing measures 5.4, then plus 2.3, what must be the remnant measure of this guy? Ay, wait, that's not 2.6, that's 1.6 pala. 1.6 pala, sorry. So 1.6 plus 2.3, that's 3.9. And then 5.4 minus 3.9, so therefore this must be 1.5 cm. Okay? Now we add up everything. 1.5 plus 2.3, siguro mas mabilis. Let's do everything via a calculator. Right? Alright, calculator, do your thing. So we have 6 plus 2.3 plus 3.8 plus, ano pa? 1.5 plus 3.4 plus the 5.2 and plus 5.4. We should get 27.6. Then multiply that by 2.5. Therefore, the perimeter should be the 69. So therefore, it's 48.92 plus 69. And we should get a total surface area of 117.92 square centimeters. And now our problem is done. Thank the Lord. Now for volume, I'll save that in another video. You wait for that na lang.